For pretty much all of human history, writing has been this deeply personal, deeply human thing. A writer alone staring down a blank page. But lately, well, that page isn't so blank anymore, and the writer definitely isn't alone. So let's dive into this wild new world where ancient storytelling meets cutting-edge artificial intelligence. To really get what's at stake here, we gotta start with the human side of things. Take it from writer Abby Emmons. She says great dialogue isn't just people talking, it's a contest. It's a sparring match. It's that spark when two personalities, two different desires, clash on the page. That's the stuff that makes a story feel alive. Right, so before we let this new ghost in the machine into the room, we really need to understand the heart of the story itself. Let's lay down the ground rules of the game, the timeless human craft of building a whole world from scratch. And what's so cool about these tricks from Abby Emmons is just how, well, human they are, right? This isn't about code or algorithms, it's pure psychology. Thinking of dialogue as a game, that creates tension. Sarcasm, that adds flavor, it's unexpected. My favorite is tickle, don't stab. It means you know someone's weak spots, but you choose to be playful instead of cruel. It all comes down to empathy and emotional intelligence. And hey, it's not just the words on the page. I mean, think about it. As the folks at No Film School point out, pretty much every story you've ever loved probably follows this classic pattern, the three-act structure. You've got the setup, then the confrontation, and finally the resolution. It's the blueprint, the skeleton that we hang the entire emotional journey on. So for forever, this has been the game, right? A human mind, a human heart wrestling with a story. But what happens when the writer's room gets a new member? And that member isn't human. And just like that, AI joins the writer's room. And we're not talking about some far-off sci-fi future. This is happening right now. AI is a practical tool that writers are using today to get the job done faster and sometimes in ways they never expected. Okay, so here's a perfect example of how it's being used already. Tools like Vidu AI are giving writers these pre-built templates. Instead of that scary blank page, you can just pick a format. You need a how-to video, a product review, a quick TikTok script, boom. The AI gives you a starting point. It's basically taking that classic three-act structure and chopping it up for whatever you need in today's world. But it gets even crazier than that. It's not just about getting help one time. With tools like ChatGPT Tasks, you can basically build your own automated assistant. I mean, just think about it. You could program an AI to spitball character ideas every Monday morning, or summarize research for you every day at 8 a.m., or even just feed you sarcastic one-liners whenever you're stuck. It's not just a tool anymore, it's a partner. Okay, but this is where things get tricky. The second you delegate anything, you create a little bit of distance. And when the thing you're delegating isn't just busy work, but a creative choice or even a moral one, you have to ask, who's really responsible? Yeah, that question of responsibility, that's really the heart of it all. We're moving beyond just how to use this stuff into the really deep water, the psychological and moral fallout of having an AI co-pilot. So get this, there's this incredible working paper from Econ Store that looks at exactly this. It's all about the strategic delegation of moral decisions to AI. The researchers basically set up this experiment to see if people use AI not just as a handy tool, but as a kind of moral shield. So here's how the experiment worked. It's a classic setup called a dictator game. Super simple. You got $10 and you have to decide how much to split with a total stranger. Now, you can make that call yourself, or you can let an AI decide for you. And get this, a whopping 35% of people chose to let the AI decide, even when it took them more time to do it. And this is where the researchers came up with this brilliant term, moral delegation. The idea is that we use these agents, whether it's a person or an AI, to kind of offload the yucky feelings that come with making a selfish choice. It's a way to dodge the guilt, to avoid the blame, and to keep thinking of ourselves as a good person. But here, this is the part that blew my mind. They ran the experiment again with a control group. This time, the choice wasn't to hand it off to an AI, but to a simple computer program. And guess what? Only 10% did it. People are way more willing to pass the buck to something they think of as an intelligent agent, not just a dumb tool. It's the idea that the AI is thinking that gives us this psychological escape hatch. And here it is, the punchline. When people use the AI as a go-between, it literally changed their behavior. They became more selfish. The simple act of delegating made it easier for them to keep more of the money because, hey, it wasn't their fault, right? The AI became a get-out-of-jail-free card for their conscience.
Which brings us to this one final really big question. As we all start partnering with AI, as writers, as creators, well, just as people, we have to ask ourselves, are we just offloading the boring work? Or are we slowly, piece by piece, offloading ourselves?